You've met one, maybe you've dated one, or maybe you work for one. The person who never says sorry. The person who makes every conversation about them. The person who can charm a room and destroy the people closest to them. We call them narcissists, but most people don't actually know what that means. Let's go back, thousands of years back. In Greek mythology, there was a man named Narcissus, beautiful, wanted by everyone, loved by no one, because he loved no one back. One day he saw his reflection in a pool of water, and he couldn't look away. He stayed there, staring at himself, until he died. The ancient Greeks weren't just telling a love story gone wrong. They were describing a trap where the mirror becomes a prison. Today, psychologists have a name for that trap: narcissism. But here's what most people get wrong. Narcissism isn't just vanity. It's not just posting too many selfies. It's a psychological pattern, an inflated sense of self, a belief that you are smarter, more important, more deserving than everyone around you. And there isn't just one kind. There are two. The first is grandiose narcissism, loud, charming, magnetic. These are the people who chase power, who chase attention, who end up as CEOs, celebrities, cult leaders. Not everyone in those positions is a narcissist. Some people climb for the right reasons, but the narcissist climbs for one reason only: to be seen. The second kind is quieter, vulnerable narcissism. These people don't dominate a room, they shrink into it. But underneath that quiet exterior is the same entitlement, the same fragile ego. Touch it, even slightly, and it shatters. Both types share one dangerous trait. When their image of themselves is threatened, they don't reflect, they retaliate. Criticize a grandiose narcissist, and they'll turn cold, cruel, even vicious. Question a vulnerable narcissist, and they'll withdraw, punish you with silence, make you feel like the villain for simply telling the truth. This is where narcissism turns dangerous, not in how it makes narcissists feel, because most of them feel fine. It's what it does to everyone else. Partners who get lied to, employees who get exploited, children who get used as a mirror instead of loved as a person. At its most extreme, this pattern isn't just a personality trait, it's a diagnosis. Narcissistic Personality Disorder. It affects roughly 1 to 2% of people, more common in men, and it's a diagnosis only given to adults, because a self-centered child might just be growing up. A narcissistic adult has already stopped. The clinical picture includes a grandiose sense of self-importance, a lack of empathy, a hunger for admiration that never gets satisfied, and entitlement so deep, they believe the rules simply don't apply to them. Imagine loving someone, not for who they are, but for how they make you look. Imagine offering feedback to someone, and instead of hearing it, they attack you for saying it. That's not a bad day, that's a way of life. So where does this come from? Genetics play a role. Twin studies show narcissism runs in families, though scientists still don't know exactly which genes are responsible. But nurture matters just as much as nature. Children placed on a pedestal, told they're special, better, above the rules, can grow into grandiose narcissists. Children raised by cold, controlling parents, starved of warmth, taught that love is conditional, can grow into vulnerable narcissists. And it's not just families, it's culture. Narcissism rises in societies that worship individuality over community. In the West, narcissistic traits have been climbing since the 1970s. Right around the time self-esteem culture and material success replaced collective values. Then came social media. Social media didn't create narcissism, but it built the perfect stage for it. A place where validation is one post away, where attention is currency, where the mirror Narcissus once drowned in became a screen, one we all carry in our pockets. Here's the question everyone wants answered. Can a narcissist change? The honest answer, yes, but rarely and never easily. Change requires the one thing narcissism is built to avoid: honest self-reflection. Looking at yourself, not through a flattering lens, but a true one. Therapy can help. Practicing empathy can help. But for someone whose entire identity depends on feeling superior, that kind of self-examination feels like an attack, which is why so few ever try. So if you've ever loved a narcissist, worked for one, or grown up with one, know this: their reflection isn't your fault, and you were never obligated to stay in that river with them. Some people are drawn to their own image until it drowns them. Don't let it drown you too. Now I want to know, have you ever had to deal with a narcissist before? How was the experience? Tell me your story in the comments section below. I'm going to read all of them. Please like and share this video, and also subscribe to Mind Matrix for more videos like this. See you in the next one.